and I am over here in Glen Park, in between Noe Valley, which is on that side, and Glen Park, which is that side. We are here to see number 350, Laidley. So we're over here at number 350 Laidley, and it is a probate sale. In this part, you have a fusion of architecture. You've got the traditional Victorians and some Edwardians, and on this side, you've got something interesting. There's a lot of concrete work that's going on, and over there, there's another house that's also being renovated, and then you have the mid-century home that we're going to see today. 350 is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car parking. It's a fixer, as you'll see, but it's not as much of a fixer as you might think it would be. You've got a lot of great features here and a lot of qualities that you can't get elsewhere, such as the fact that it's detached on 4 sides. Now, when we go inside, you'll notice a lot of different things. This is, of course, listed with Willa over at Compass. Let's go inside and take a look. So this home is all about scale. And unprecedented scale, or at least unprecedented for San Francisco in terms of it's hard to get this too. So the parcel is 29 feet wide, which I've already done a lot of measuring, so you don't have to worry, I'm not going to do the measuring. But it's very mid-century. You've got an extra wide garage door, double door, which aren't really allowed today. If you had a new house, they wouldn't let you do that. But here you have a really kind of a vast entry here. It goes up, and you've got the terrazzo stairs, and I will go inside, and we have another set of people who are here, and they graciously let us come by. Let me close this up here, if I can. Must be smarter than the door. Let's see. Hang on, everybody. Okay, if I do that. Aha! There we go. But yes, so we have a really tall entry. Actually, you know what? I'm going to measure this. Sorry, everybody, I have to measure. So up here, it is a 10-foot entry already. So you've got that. Great for Amazon packages and whatnot. You can set up something. But then here you have a garage. The garage is cavernous. Take a look at this. So it's 15.5 feet tall up there, at least. And then you've got the double garage here, and look at the foundation. It's all concrete. And then the depth here, let me see if I can turn on this stupid thing. Yeah, I might measure everything. Anyway, the depth here, it is 34 feet. So look at that. You've got a set of internal stairs that goes up to the main living area. And look above. You have really fat joists above. You have this area here. It's just really tall. So, I mean, yeah. Now upstairs, when we do get up there, you'll see it only has 8-foot ceilings. Now you could probably drop the floor plate if you wanted to. Now it's an expensive thing, but I did it at our house, and you could do it here. It would be expensive, but you could have that because you have 15 feet here. You're not sure what you're going to do. But let's go upstairs while they're down here, so I don't disturb them. We'll come back to that. So you have a nice set of terrazzo stairs going up, and then, like many of these mid-century homes, you've got the open air. Well, it would be open air, but they put in it's kind of a this is a variation on the tunnel entry, but they did put in a skylight, so you don't have that open air part. That's actually kind of nice. A lot of times you might see, the corrugated stuff, but here you can see they did some pressure treated wood here, and then they did this really big, broad skylight with the safety glass with the mesh, and you've got some venting too, which is pretty important. And you've got your stucco interior as well. You could do a lot of fun things here. You could do a lot, actually. Now, in here, it is very 1970s, 1980s. I think I had carpet like this when I was growing up back in Iowa. Yes, I am from Iowa, in case you didn't know that. Big mirror, the impressive mirror. Actually, a pretty neat fireplace. I like the stacked bricks. It is probably, and it looks to be wood burning. Take a look at this. So ceilings here are a little lower, 7'11" thereabouts, so probably 8 feet when it comes down to it. But you do have this big picture window, and you see your neighbors across the way. You can kind of see the backside of Excelsior, the San Bruno Mountains on that side, and this side you can see more of the southern part of the city. Kitchen is very mid-century. Oh wow, look at this fixture. It's so kitschy, it's vintage. Look at that, wow. So, like I said, the parcel itself is really wide, and here it's about 26 feet across. across the way, you've got your classic kitchen. I do think I had these cabinets growing up. I like this. This is actually kind of fun. The little hood here, and you've got the electric burner, so you definitely have the power. You could do induction if you wanted to, but I kind of suspect you might just highlight and delete and take this all out. You've got the classic vinyl tile here, and you've got the little wraparound, but I do like that's open. You have a pass-through here. The electrical is downstairs. It's square D, so it's not the dreaded Federal Pacific, but at least, well, yeah, I mean, you've got a really good sense of volume here because it's angular. They actually went out all the way. So let's go back this way. Now you have a pastel bathroom. They chose whatever this color is, and skylight above, like many other homes in the area. And then you've got your, oh, they even had those, the little vinyl things so you don't slip. Big toilet here, and your vanity skylight. Pretty easy to update this if you wanted to, just update it as is. But back here, what's interesting is that it's 55 feet long from the front to the back. Again, that's unusual. You typically only get 40 feet if you're lucky. And here, first bedroom, another vintage light fixture up there, and you've got some, I think maybe, yep, the texturing, or maybe it was wallpaper. Let's give you a sense of how big this room is. It is 11 feet by, it is, okay, well, so short of that, probably 10, a little more than 10 feet. And some interesting things to note, single pane glass here, and you have that view across the lake. It is a little awkward because you're not actually outside. You can, of course, reconfigure this to your heart's delight. You know, obviously with plans and contractors and architects saying yes or no, what not to. You've got your two-prong outlets, so you're gonna have to do the electrical over again. I kind of think you knew that. Interestingly enough though, you do have wood floors here. Now we had a listing over on Mengels where at the beginning it looked a lot like this. Similar mid-century hollow doors, the wood floors underneath carpet. But when the guys took up the carpet and the floors underneath, absolutely amazing. It turned out so very well. So I suspect that's pretty much the same here. The carpeting is protecting the floors underneath. So that's the first bedroom. Now you've got the second bedroom and a third bedroom. Yes, you have 3 bedrooms on this level. Here is this bedroom. Now it looks out to the yard. Now the yard right now, obviously, it's, you know, gonna need some love and attention and care. And this is up. This is the second time we've seen this. These are actually alarm sensors. I did not know that. I thought it was nice etching, but we saw that over at the listing at Golden Gate this last weekend. Big closet over here. Let's take a look here. You've got wood floors, that's great. A little light here, and it's pretty deep. Let me give you a sense of how deep, because I have the thing with me. It is 8 feet by, let's see here, 3'6", so a decently good sized closet. For me, I might do a skylight because over here, another variation of a pastel ensuite, you have a big skylight. And look how different it is from that too. Classic sink, classic tile. Now you've actually a 3-prong here. Not sure when or how they did that, but maybe it is fine. Your walk-in shower, and then that skylight above. Again, highlight, delete, and I'll take a look. The fixture, which again, it's so kitschy, it's vintage, that it might work well depending on who designed your home. Oh, I never even saw this one. Oh, that's kind of cool. With little etching and little mirrors, little lines. Not sure if you can see that or not. So, let's go this way. Now this room, you can actually go outside. This one doesn't have an ensuite, but it does, and I think we had a variation of this carpet too when I was growing up, but it does have access to the yard. Now it's interesting that this yard, you know, it's overgrown now, but you've definitely got some hill action going on, right? They're higher up, you're coming down, and then here you have a little bit of retaining wall quality aspects to consider here. I wonder what these bolts were for. Probably for some decking. Maybe there was a patio at one point. I'm not sure. I'm not going to go in there because I have shorts on today. Hey, it's warm in San Francisco, so I have shorts on. You got their fence here. It means you have a side walkway, which means you're detached on that side. So you've got detached. You're detached from on 3 sides: the front, the side, and the back. And I actually think you're detached on the fourth side too. Yeah, that is right. You'll probably see this in the beginning of the video because I'll walk around the house and I'll walk up to it and I'll probably note, hey, it's detached, but here it is detached. So that's pretty great. And we saw how much of a bunker the foundation is downstairs. Oh no, this is 29 feet. It's not 32 feet, it's 29 feet. So 26 in here, and you've got 3 feet here. Regardless, you're detached on 4 sides, I believe. Now, you have to check that too. From here to somewhere back there, it's 45 feet, I remember. I just measured it, I wasn't quite sure which one it is. And wow, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that agave plant. See over there, there's agave with a big stalk. That's pretty cool. But anyway, sunny, pretty, nice, potential blank canvas. Wall here, it looks to be okay, but you can make it part of your landscape architectural design or whatnot too, because you do have some retention qualities that you should keep up here. And then you've got your gutter here, and that's pipe that goes down through the through probably to the garage and goes out there. The slab here is broken. Of course, it's probably just settled over time. Again, we're on a hill. Vinyl siding here, take that all off, and then, well, have at it. So this is the upstairs part. Let's see how they went downstairs from inside here, because I didn't know. Let's see. So bedroom number 1, bedroom number 2, and bedroom number 3. Hopefully you're not getting motion sickness. I know people always talk about that. I try my best. And over here, I think, is this the little passageway? Oh, so it is. Look at that. So it goes down to the garage. Let's go down here. Hey, can I come down, guys? Is it all right?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
We'll go up the front stairs.
Oh, yeah, cool. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Wow, look at this foundation. So remember, we're on a hill. So step here and steps down here. So that's what we want to see. Concrete, pretty robust. Oh my gosh, there's a second part of that foundation. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay. So, a lot of things. Remember we said we're on a hill? Well, there you go. Remember where that pipe is? There it is. And remember how tall this is? Wow. So this is a lot of potential. And over here, like we said, the ceiling height was tall. Oh, it's really tall. Look at this. Wow. Look up there. So this is your old heating system, and it is older, but of course, wow, what does this say? It's from 1970, 59, 79? I can't tell. Y'all will be able to see better, but old school washer and dryer. Washer is there, and the dryer is here. Highlight and replace, highlight and delete, replace. But let's see. Now this is really interesting. Those are the entry steps we talked about. And remember, there's the landing that's now, it's up here, that's closed off with a grill greenhouse thing. But let's see how tall this is, because this is kind of important because you have 13 feet. Remember, the magic number is 7'6", and heck, well, you could do a really cool design where, for example, well, it depends on how you utilize the back part underneath the fence or underneath the retaining wall. You could dig it out, maybe have some light going there, so you have this sort of infill area where you could walk out from here. Maybe you raise this a little bit. Maybe, like we said, you drop that floor height. I think it might be easier to go up rather than go down. But again, architects, engineers, contractors, and all those types of people, and you have this kind of amazing, that is vintage record player with this here. I'm not sure if it's probably from the 60s, I'm guessing. Maybe the 50s, 60s. So you can listen to JFK and talk about the moon landing. Not quite sure. But yes, over here, you see the big garage, concrete slab here. This is probably the plumbing that goes under, and it goes under to go out the lateral. But yeah, now, when they did note, you see this all wrapped in white. It's most likely asbestos, but it's not that bad in terms of like it's up there. You're gonna replace it anyway, but don't do it yourself. Let the professionals do it. And then gas meter on this side. And yeah, there is a lot of potential here, a lot of potential. Offers are due on June 30th and listed with Willa. Willa is her last name. Sorry, Willa. It is Willa Falk at Compass. I see offers are there, and it's a pretty big property. Just wow, there's a lot of potential here, and for the right people, right vision and potential, you got some considerations to do because it's one with a lot of potential, as I said. All right, anyway, it is K.Ho walking you through. It's a great Friday afternoon. It's sunny. It's beautiful in San Francisco. Hope you get to enjoy the weekend as well. Be sure you like and subscribe, and heck, you can give me a call on this phone too. Anyways, take care, everybody.